Are you ready to take control of your fertility journey and understand your body's natural rhythms so you can understand your fertile window and your menstrual cycle tracking? You can do this by using holistic and natural medicine. In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you how you can track your menstrual cycle, identify your fertility window using insights from traditional Chinese medicine and natural medicine. We'll dive deep into how TCM views the different phases of your menstrual cycle, why consuming cooling foods before ovulation supports your fertility, how to naturally track ovulation for better chances of conception, and the benefits of eating warming, nourishing foods post-ovulation. Tracking your menstrual cycle is more about than just knowing when your period starts. It's about understanding the intricate phases that your body goes through every single month. TCM offers a holistic view of your menstrual cycle, emphasizing the balance between yin and yang energies, which are responsible for regulating everything from egg development to uterine lining to ovulation to implantation. If some of these terms are not familiar with you, hang in there because I'm going to describe them in the simplest form that I can. I also had in the last video why your egg quality is not improving. I go into traditional Chinese medicine quite a bit in that video, so you're welcome to watch that as well. In traditional Chinese medicine, the pre-ovulation phase, also known as the follicular phase, is dominated by yin energy. So yin in Chinese medicine represents cooling, fluid producing, and nurturing qualities, making it essential for healthy ovulation. To optimize your fertility during this time, you can support your body by using or eating cooling foods, adding those into your diet, tracking key signs of ovulation using natural methods. Let's explore how these practices can help you tune into your cycle and enhance your fertility. In Chinese medicine, the menstrual cycle is broken down into 4 key phases. And often as a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, I will recommend to clients, fertility clients, using 4 different herbal formulas throughout the month. And what this does is it addresses their health as they're moving through each phase of their menstrual cycle. Menstruation is considered roughly day 1 to 5. Now again, women are different. We have different cycles, but I'm giving you an idea of a traditional understanding, and then we modify those dependent on that individual client or patient that comes into the office or that we talk to. So menstruation, this phase represents the shedding of the uterine lining. It's a time for moving stagnant qi or energy. Okay, so we want to move that oxygen, move any kind of blood stasis out of the way. We want to ensure the flow of blood is smooth and unobstructed. Now, post-menstruation, or the follicular phase, is roughly day 5 to 12. The yin phase, this is where the body builds. It's rebuilding blood and fluids to prepare the egg for ovulation. This is a time for nourishment and cooling foods. I'll get into this in more detail. Ovulation is roughly day 12 to 16. Of course, for you, it could be day 8, it could be day 19, it could be something else. But during ovulation time, during this phase, yang energy rises. And we need this because we need the energy to support the release of the egg. It's the most fertile time, and signs of ovulation such as changes in cervical mucus, body temperature changes, emotional shifts, all this should be tracked. The fertile window includes the days leading up to and just after ovulation, typically around 5, sometimes 6 days. An egg release during ovulation is viable for about 24 hours. It's important to know that sperm can survive in the female reproductive tract for up to 5 days, allowing for potential conception even after ovulation. The post-ovulation or luteal phase is roughly day 16 to 28. The yang phase continues to dominate, warming the body to maintain the uterine lining for potential pregnancy. So we want to look at tracking ovulation. This is crucial for identifying your fertility window, especially when you're trying to conceive. The good news is that your body gives you natural signs of ovulation that you can monitor without any invasive procedures or devices. Let's break down the key methods for tracking ovulation naturally. Before I get into that, some women are going to say, I do not have any symptoms. We can work on that, and they may show up a little bit differently for you, but you can drop a comment below. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you've got or how to track without symptoms. First, we're going to look at cervical mucus. One of the most important indicators of ovulation is the consistency of the cervical mucus. As you start to approach ovulation, your mucus becomes clear, stretchy, similar to egg whites. This type of mucus makes it easier for sperm to travel to the egg, and it's a strong signal that ovulation is happening. Let's get busy. TCM encourages nourishing yin during this phase to ensure the production of high quality cervical mucus. We can also look at basal body temperature. This is a useful way to track ovulation. Your basal body temperature slightly increases after ovulation, and this signals the rise of yang energy in the body. To track this, take your temperature first thing in the morning before getting out of bed. Before your feet hit the floor, you cannot move around because that will raise your temperature. A slight rise in temperature, typically by about 0.5 to 1 degree Fahrenheit, indicates that ovulation has occurred. By tracking this consistently, you can predict when you're most fertile. In traditional Chinese medicine, we can also use pulse diagnosis when we have local patients. So we can also determine ovulation by feeling a floating or a rapid pulse on the wrist that indicates ovulation is occurring. This method requires a very experienced and highly trained TCM professional or doctor. It highlights how deeply connected your body's systems are. And then we look at ovulation often brings subtle changes in mood, physical sensations like sensitive breasts, or even fluctuation with libido. Some people say they've got really high libido during ovulation. I feel like that's natural factors. So you may notice increased energy, clearer skin, heightened sexual desire around time of ovulation. These shifts are all signs that your body's prepared for conception. And I know that in the Western world, a lot of people will use ovulation predictor kits. While we focus on holistic approaches, you can use these, or OPKs, if you want an additional tool to confirm ovulation. These kits measure the surge of LH, or luteinizing hormone, in your urine, which typically happens 24 to 36 hours before ovulation. I recommend doing all the things, as much that you can do. I would not just rely on one thing like an ovulation predictor kit. I know that there's the convenience there, but factor in the other things as well. You will always win when you're tuning into your natural health and your body and your symptoms and your signs. Understanding and tracking your unique ovulation cycle is crucial for optimizing chances of conceiving. Recognizing the signs of ovulation can significantly aid in the conception process. And if you want to see my BB chart that I use with my fertility clients online, comment BBT below and I'll send that right over to you. And if you don't know me, if this is your first time, I'm Dr. Gina Terinoni. I'm a board certified doctor in acupuncture and Chinese medicine. That is my foundation. I'm also certified women's healthcare practitioner in integrative medicine. I integrate 2,000 plus year old medical practices with the latest scientific research. In the past 23 plus years, I've helped over 2,000 women and couples over the age of 35 to become pregnant and have healthy babies. I would love to help you too. Please subscribe to my channel and click to get the notifications for my weekly videos that I make for all women around the world. Let's dive deeper into how we nourish the yin energy before ovulation. In traditional Chinese medicine, the follicular phase, the time between menstruation and ovulation, is all about building and nourishing yin energy. So yin, here it is, represents moisture, cooling, and fluids, all of which are essential for healthy ovulation. Here's why you want to nourish your yin before ovulation. It's really important to help to thicken cervical mucus. A key aspect of yin nourishment is ensuring your cervical mucus is optimal for fertility. So cooling foods can help increase the production of fertile cervical mucus, which aids sperm to transport, and it supports fertilization. Hydrating tissues. Yin energy ensures that your reproductive system is hydrated, creating a fertile environment for the egg to grow and for sperm to thrive. If it's not hydrated, things aren't moving, they're not functioning, they're not working properly. We also have to emphasize that we're building blood at this time. This phase is all about blood. We're nourishing and developing the egg. We're improving egg quality with healthy blood and support a thick, healthy uterine lining for implantation. So how do you nourish your yin energy? You're thinking, I have never even heard of this before. No problem. By incorporating cooling foods into your diet during the follicular phase, you're supporting your body's ability to provide moisture and fluids, as well as preventing any excess heat that could damage yin and blood. Here's why cooling foods matter before ovulation. We want to prevent excessive heat. In traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, too much internal heat can dry out cervical mucus, disrupt follicular development, and cause irritability. Cooling foods help maintain a balanced internal environment, preventing heat from interfering with ovulation. It also helps to promote egg quality. So cooling foods create an ideal internal environment for maturing of eggs, ensuring that your body's ready for ovulation and potential conception. Here are some foods that you can use in your diet to support yin, the fluids, and create an optimal environment for ovulation. Just a couple foods here. I've got other full videos on which foods to eat. So we want to look at cucumbers. Cucumbers are hydrating and cooling. They're perfect for replenishing yin. Watermelon. This is a natural way to stay hydrated and cool your entire body. It's very helpful with inflammation. It's helpful for summer heat. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are fantastic for nourishing blood and yin while keeping the body cool. Green tea as well, but you would want to do decaf because you're trying to get pregnant. Barley is a cooling grain that supports digestive health and reduces internal heat. Mung beans are so good. They're often used in traditional Chinese medicine to clear heat and nourish the fluids. We also highly recommend these in hotter climates or in the deep summer heats or late summer. Pears are cooling and hydrating. They also support lung function, which in TCM is tied to fluid balancing throughout the body. Hormonal imbalance. This is key for ovulation, and in TCM, this balance is represented by the relationship between yin and yang. So during the follicular phase, you want to focus on nourishing yin to ensure that estrogen rises appropriately, leading to a smooth ovulatory process. After ovulation, the yang energy will rise to maintain the uterine lining and support a potential pregnancy. Keeping yin and yang in harmony is essential for overall hormonal health and fertility health. Yin energy is also linked to calmness and introspection. Before ovulation, your body needs to focus on nurturing the egg, creating a peaceful internal environment. This is the time to reduce stress, get plenty of rest, and support your mental and emotional well-being. Practices like meditation, gentle yoga, acupuncture, acupressure, acupatching can all help reduce stress, promote yin energy, ensuring that your body is the best possible state for ovulating. And then cooling foods and yin nourishment can also help reduce inflammation and prevent heat buildup in the reproductive organs. Inflammation can disrupt ovulation and egg quality, but by using cooling foods and holistic practices, you help keep your body in a balanced state, ready for conception. So understanding your menstrual cycle through the lens of traditional Chinese medicine And holistic medicine gives you a powerful way to take control of your fertility by nourishing the yin energy with cooling foods, tracking natural ovulation signs like cervical mucus and basal body temperature, and supporting your body's hormonal balance. You create the ideal conditions for getting pregnant. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future tips on natural fertility from me. Take control of your fertility journey and tune in for next week's video on what nobody tells you about conceiving during perimenopause. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.